Hello everybody, I'm Aaron the Gaming Godfather, and we are here to review a junky planet looking type game. Maybe it's Rust Planet. Oh, no, it's gotta be Orcs Must Die, but those orcs are dead, so orcs are dead. No, okay, I gotcha. We're here to review a crappy game. Yeah, this one's not that great. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. Now, I kind of got off to the bad start saying this is a crappy game. It's not really a crappy game, it's just one that had really high expectations and it simply failed horribly. In that it's fun for just a simple shoot 'em up kind of game. I considered it a little bit of a letdown because you saw a lot of trailers early on during its development for it being more of a hack and slash. You can see right there. It seemed like there's going to be more about using the hammer and the axe and the chainsword. Oh, the chainsword. But if you play it that way, it's a lot more difficult than if you just run around shooting guys. It is very filling and very fulfilling, I apologize, to go around it being a hack and slash king, but to do something like that, it's just blasé. It kind of can get very, very risky for you, especially down the road when they're really big guys that can just rip your head off and chew bubblegum. Yeah, I try to keep it a little bit safe for the kiddies out there, so if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Now, as you can see right away, this is all you're going to be doing. This is the very start of the game. Well, not the very, very start of the game. There's a little bit of a tutorial level, and I won't spoil what's going on. The story doesn't really matter. It's not that great of a story. But basically, if it's looking familiar, this is actually a poor clone of another game. We'll cover that down the road, though. But this is all you're going to be doing. Shoot at orcs, and then later on, another faction. I won't reveal what the other faction is. If you know the Warhammer 40k series and the universe and all that, you may know what the other popular third big faction is. I know there's 5 factions, but originally there's only 3 big ones. These are the Imperium. You are Captain Titus of the Ultramarines. You're on a Forge world. And why this is so poorly defended as a Forge world, I have no idea. What's on a Forge world? Titans. Titans are giant mechs of mass destruction. Yeah. Why that's not the most defended planet in the entire universe? I don't know. I really don't know. If you're wondering at the top, the 2 bars up there that looks like a white bar wrapped around a red bar. Red bar is your health. That does not regenerate. That only regenerates if you do kill moves like those, simply bashing in the face of goblins. I was playing this on the PS3, so that's the circle button. The white bar is actually your armor bar that will regenerate. So no worries there. As soon as the white bar goes away, then also your health bar will slowly degenerate as you take bullets and axes to the face. But as you can see, this game does not seem to change. It's shooting, and more shooting. There's nothing to it. There's no real story to it. They literally toss you in. I'm not kidding. You are tossed into a situation and you could care less. You don't really get a good grasp on any of the characters. The controls are very good. Don't get me wrong. This is actually for just a simple shoot 'em up. This is a great game. Really good controls. As you can also tell, this is a very beautiful game. I mean, my God, when you're covered in blood, you can see that armor, just so much great detail. Granted, the environment is a war-torn planet, so it's not going to look that pretty. But I mean, come on, for a war-torn planet, it's darn pretty. It's pretty darn pretty. Even that fire, even the fire looks a little bit pretty over there. But that in itself is not going to rescue this game. We're going to cover up a little bit of the campaign here, and then we're going to switch over to multiplayer. As you can see here, you grab the chainsword, that's your first one, and that's the problem. You get one melee weapon, you have to choose between the chainsword, power axe, and thunder hammer, I believe. Now the other bad thing is your 4 guns. You only get 4 guns. You always have a pistol, you always have your submachine gun or bolter. Now, as far as melee weapons can tell, if you're wondering why the blue glow on them, that's actually how you start a finisher kind of thing. It's really weird. You hit triangle to stun them for a second, then you hit circle in order to do a kill maneuver. That kill maneuver gives you health. Or you can sit there and mash square and just pretty much slice and dice them all to pieces. That's about it. This is all you're doing. Hack, slash, shoot, shoot, shoot. Don't worry about the story. It's only 5 acts. It's real short. Now let's go over multiplayer. As you can see here, you can make your own custom-made guy. And you only get 2 choices. Space Marine or Chaos Marine. That's it. Sorry guys, there's no orc. I really was really hoping for orcs. I personally, in the Warhammer 40k series, love the orcs. Love them war-loving orcs. Oh good god, that pink armor. Wow. That's pretty pink. Oh my god. As you can see, oh my god, that armor. As you can see here, you can of course customize paint job, armor types, or not armor types. The design of your armor overall. You can of course mix and match pieces and everything, so your guy can look all purdy like, and look how you want him to look. If you want him to look like a giant skittle, go ahead, taste the rainbow. Feel free. The other thing you're going to be able to do is of course customize your loadout. The bad part is you only get 3 classes to choose from. Tactical. I'm not going to bother. Here's what it is. Foot Soldier, Heavy Gunner, and Jump Pack Melee. That's how we're going to sum it up. Those are only 3 you get have. You can't mix and match. If you want a good melee weapon, you got to be Jump Pack Melee. You want a good heavy gun, you got to be the Heavy Gunner kind of guy. You know, the miniguns, grenade launchers, all that good stuff. If you want sniper rifles or the melty gun, which is like a really fun shotgun that shoots liquid metal and leaves pretty scorch marks everywhere, you gotta be the Foot Soldier or Tactical. As you reach level 4, you can make your own custom, and that's another problem to bring up. If you get a used copy of the game or rent it, you cannot proceed past level 5 in Warhammer 40k Space Marine online mode. That's as sad as that is. You have to own the game or buy an online pass kind of deal. As wonderful as that is. But here's the other thing that really disappointed me about this game. The online mode is what it should have been the entire game. It should have just been a pure online game. The first 3 letters in Warhammer 40k is war. And the single player never feels like a war. It just feels like a bunch of small skirmishes spread out through the length of time of 5 acts. That's it. There's nothing else to it. It boggles the mind. I mean, I am a fan. I've never played, but I'm a fan of the board game. I love the computer games, and I love the giant wars you could have in Warhammer. I don't know how much I can state on there. War, good God, war. But if you're familiar with any kind of online shooter with RPG elements, of course, you do well, you know, you get some kills, you play well, you can level up and get plenty of good points and unlock new weapons, so on and so forth. There's only 2 modes. I'm not going to bother naming them because it doesn't really matter. It's Team Deathmatch and King of the Hill. There's 3 points. Hold those points, you win King of the Hill. That's it. Team Deathmatch, how do you win? You have 41 kills. Odd number, yes, 41. I'm not kidding you. It's not 40, not 50, it's 41. But honestly, if you want a good game and you don't want to just see this, there's one game out there that's very similar to this, and it's much better. Transformers War for Cybertron.